When I was a wee lad, I only had access to the base game of HOMM3. No Armageddon's Blade, no Shadow of Death. The base game was all I knew. I was molded by it. I didn't see DLCs until I was already a man. Which is why I have mostly played base game scenarios so far. So when a commenter on the video suggested I try Golems Aplenty, I was a bit apprehensive. This is unfamiliar territory, but the idea was planted. As the famous actor Leonardo da Vinci says in the movie Inception, the most resilient virus is an idea. Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate. So it festered in my mind, until I gave in. I checked Golems Aplenty out. I needed to. I had no idea what to expect from this map, other than a bunch of golems of varying quality, of course. So when I first took a look at the map and saw a lot of fights against diamond and gold golems, I was pretty demoralized. No chance I'll do this quickly, I thought to myself. Then, I found hope in the Valley of Despair. I found a bunch of gold golems hidden away at different locations, joining for free. And hell, even some diamond golems joined for good measure as well. This made my plan of attack quite easy. Now, all I need is to survive a minuscule number of fights in order to massively boost my army power with the willing golems. The questions were, which color is the best to start as, and which faction/hero combination makes these early fights most doable? I believe both of the northern colors are good options, as their paths to the other three colors are more on the way compared to the southern colors. I'm not sure this is actually the case, but my monkey brain tells me it is, and I trust it. In hindsight, they might all be pretty much equal, so I don't think color choice matters too much. After some trial and error, I end up going for blue, as they only need to do one fight to find some free golems. And my initial plan was also to take advantage of the relic artifact on the west side to Dimension Door, but I found out later that the terrain is extremely unfavorable for that strategy. Still, I go for blue, even if the difference is quite small between the colors. I only need to do one diamond golem fight to get to the first gold golem joiners. Magic heroes are useless here due to the golems' magic damage reduction, so a decent early game might hero is the play. As usual, Ballista users were considered, but the Ballista is usually best against lower tier creatures, not the tier 5-6 creatures like the strong golems are. The golem numbers aren't all that high, so I think overwhelming them with my own numbers is the way to go, meaning tier 1 creature specialists. If you look at the potential starting armies of all these heroes, there's only one real choice here. A potential 120 troglodytes on day 1? I literally cannot pass this up. One day, I want to try for some of the other tier 1 specialists, but Shakti is just so strong. As there are so many potential golem joiners, I even have room for a second hero. But it's not all that important who that hero is. They'll just tag along after Shakti does the dirty work. By the way, there is an underground part of this map, but I won't venture there at all. I'm afraid of the dark. Don't tell my friends. So, the plan is, destroy the diamond golems ASAP, get gold golem buddies, wipe green off the face of Arathia, before I launch a dual attack on tan and red at the same time. Hopefully, I'll catch everyone before they leave their starting zones, or else this could actually be a real slog. Alright, so blue Shakti, check. Green dungeon, as I initially intended on upgrading the trogs there, check. Tan and red tower, as I want to look at tower vision to find their heroes fast, check. Gold bonus for everyone for no real reason I can remember, check. Autobots, roll out.
Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and maybe even become a channel member.
In order to find my preferred seed, I enter the fight against the dwarves to the south and reset a whole 24 times. This starts me off with 3 stacks of troglodytes, totaling at 112, which is quite close to the max. Nice! No beating around the bush here on day 1, as I immediately go for the diamond golem fight, which would take me out of my starting zone. This may seem incredibly weird, but I found that Auto's results here were about as good as I could do myself, so let's just watch how it's done. When I try to replicate this fight, Somehow, the damage range from the big Trog stack was always different, so I guess auto combat works differently from manual combat. Don't have time to explore that now though. Instead, I wanna explore the map. Through the portal I go, heading for the hidden gold golems. All 30 of them joined me on day 2, and now I can just set my sights on Green's territory with my massive early army, which is guarded by another 12 diamond golems. My goal is to preserve as much army as possible, so I split up the golems to have more stacks which can take big hits from the diamond golems. Let's just take them on. I basically try to lure them all down, and if I were to optimize this fight to the fullest, I would use Trog 1 stacks. After luring the diamonds all down on turn 1, I get to hit in on one of the stacks on turn 2, taking out 2 of them. The second gold stack takes out a further 2 diamonds before turn 3 begins. After a goldy retaliation, I conclude that I don't want to lose any more golems, so my Trogs are sent forward as bait, which works. To round off the fight, my 14 stack of gold golems takes out the final 2 diamonds. I probably could have saved the gold golem, but it's still a decent fight. With my pretty good movement, if I may say so myself, I even reached the green town on day 3, which is unguarded. This angers Daze, who attacks. Auto wins convincingly, but I want to take fewer losses. The idea here is to use 1 stacks of Trogs to tank hits, while my big golem stack one-shots Daze's stacks, while hiding my big Trog stack away. It doesn't quite work on turn 1, as the beholders target the big stack, but I only lose 2 Trogs, and then I move out with all my attacking stacks afterwards. His harpies soften up my golems on turn 2, but are killed in return. And then his beholders zap away 1 whole golem. This is what I was trying to avoid. All my 1 stacks are sent forward as bait, but his Trogs then kill another golem instead. Not sure this fight strategy works anymore. Luckily, his beholders don't target my golems on turn 3, which means I can just take them out on my golems' turn. Not the best fight, but a win is a win. We truck on. Leveling up after the fights nets me logistics, which is always welcomed warmly by me. On day 4, I hire Aiden, who spends his turn collecting a gold pile and some experience from a chest, which gets him logistics as well. Nice! Shakti then goes hunting for green heroes, finding no one. But I see where they went on Green's turn anyway. Arlak, with his Ballista and some rogues for some reason, is up next. Just pure aggression from me, moving as far forward as possible. Which means I lose some Trogs to his Ballista and a rogue hit. But I still lost fewer than auto, so I'm satisfied. I pick up expert tactics, which is great since my units are slow. And afterwards, color number 1, green, is wiped out on day 5. Course is set for the remaining 2 colors. Before ending day 5, I hire Ajit, who transfers some more Trogs to Shakti, and will then just collect resources before being dismissed in a couple of days. Aiden and Shakti meet up on day 6 to give Aiden all the gold golems, so he can explore ahead. He takes on some griffins, which I fight manually, but with the exact same result as auto, so let's just skip over it. Aiden continues south to find a big hidden golem joining tile, giving him 25 diamonds and 30 gold golems, before going for the nearby gold golem fights, who all joined for free as well. What a massive week 1 army. And to top it all off, the golems were guarding Equestria's gloves. Just perfection. The 2 main heroes meet up to split the golems between themselves. Shakti gets the diamonds and a few golds, while Aiden keeps the remaining 54 golds. Shakti will take on Tan, while Aiden heads for the portal to the red zone. After scaring away some halberdiers, another 12 diamonds are taken on by Shakti. A quick and easy fight which just loses me some troglodytes, which is no big deal as they're quite worthless compared to the golems. Funnily enough, Tan's town is also unguarded, so I just stroll into it and build a lookout tower. I see both A and N Halon close by, and now please don't judge me too hard for this following sequence, because I'm already a bit embarrassed. Alright, I hire Gunner and give him just the golds and Shakti's Trogs to take on Ain. A magic arrow and a magi hit on turn 1 take out 13 trogs, and I just move forward with all these slow units afterwards. This invites her nomads to go for a golem hit, which obviously doesn't kill any of the golems, but kill all the nomads in retaliation. Another magic arrow takes out 10 more trogs, and her gargoyles also die to retal after hitting the bottom trog stack. After taking out the gremlins, the remaining fight is just a painful walk towards the magi, taking too much damage in return. Since her magi lowered the cost of her spells, she casts 3 mana magic arrows, meaning this fight is just so bad. I even lost more than Otto. Please don't judge me, bros. I then follow up the embarrassment by hiring Clancy, taking the diamond golems, and now transferring Gunner's army over to him, meaning I could have just had all the golems on Gunner the whole time. It's so embarrassing. Since my fighting skills have been so bad as well, I just accept the auto results on the Halon fight. Well done, Otto. Well done. 2 out of 3 down, and just red to go. I decide to skip the hidden gold golems with Aiden and go straight for red, finding 2 heroes close to the portal. The final 12 diamond golems stand between me and red. Otto lost 3. Can I do better? Splitting up the golems would be better, but I didn't, so oh well. After hiding in the corner, I managed to only lose 2. Whoop-de-doo. The question now is it better to go for the town, hoping they attack me, or to attack them, hoping they go to town so I can attack them the next turn? I decide on the latter. Splitting the golems into 2 stacks now, I attack Dermith. Since Otto's fight again was pretty good, I just accept the results. Torosar then runs into town, which is not far away thankfully. Now, to prepare for the final assault on red. Clancy transfers his army over to Gunner, who has logistics and boost of speed, which he got from the fight against Aiden. He goes through the portal, but doesn't quite reach Aiden. I eyeball the distance and decide Aiden can reach Gunner first and then the town afterwards, giving him a massive 63 gold golems and 25 diamond golems. There was never any doubt Aiden was gonna reach this town, and the siege is now on. The army difference is so massive that there's probably no way to even lose this, so let's just watch Otto do the fight again. For having never played this scenario until a viewer suggested it, I feel like I did fairly well. What an excellent suggestion this was, by the way. I still keep a list of good suggestions, and I regularly try the scenarios you recommend, even if I don't show them all on video. So please, keep them coming. Anyway, Otto crushes Torosar, red is vanquished, Otto and I are victorious. In 11 days. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Back to the non-Hoto ranks with the Archangel and 446 score. Yay! Can it be done faster? Maybe, but probably not by much. I doubt you can do this with just one hero, so having a logistics specialist as a starting hero might not speed it up by much. Unless you find another one in the tavern. But then again, you gotta do the diamond golem fight on day 1 basically. But that's the fun of this, right? Problem solving. Am I right, lads? I hope you enjoyed watching. I now have a higher tier of channel membership, by the way, giving access to my videos a whole day early. Woohoo! It's also the Ballista tier, and we all know ballistas are the coolest. Anyway, I hope to see you next time, and that you have a might and magically good day. Bye bye. A special thank you to all my channel members: Onufry, Sebastian Kopacz, Retorado Ricardo, Manajarmer Running Skull, Chaos, Milkman, Matt Age, Sealoil, Rick Vishaupt, Escubani, Anubnimus, and Radnesorth.